Hey folks, John with Alternate Arms, your friend in less lethal self-defense. Guys, listen, I got to start this one off with an apology. I have to. I didn't want to have to start it with an apology, but I truly owe an apology to this company. So let's get this thing started and do it some justice. Here we go. Now guys, I'd say about 4 weeks ago, I actually received this box. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I have a day job and I travel quite a bit for it. In fact, I was in Miami last week. A couple weeks before that, I was in Chicago. A couple weeks from now, I'm going to be in New York. I travel a lot with my job. And unfortunately, that's been cutting into my film cutting time. And Luke, even though he's awesome, he's learning how to do this. And there are a couple of these that I want to do myself because it means a lot to me that the company sent these in. This box is from Aiiro Defense Systems. Now guys, you'll notice on the table here, we've got some permanent displays from Aiiro Defense Systems. This is the Aiiro. Now, what was funny is when I contacted Aiiro Defense and I told them, I've already done one video on the Aiiro and I loved it. Things like a Star Trek phaser, and I want to do it again. If you guys didn't see that video, I highly suggest you go back and check it out. But they said, wait a minute, what version of the Aiiro were you using? And I'm thinking, there are more than one version? Well, apparently there are, and they changed the propellant or something about how it propels in the new versions to give them more power, more reach, and more spread, and that's what we're looking for. But there's supposed to also be something else in this box that we have never had on the channel. So let's crack this open. Yeah, I've been jonesing to do this one, guys. You guys have no idea how much I wanted to do this video. And by the way, yes, the next video, we are going to knock out the Paradigm. I was going to do it this video, but I've been stalling for Aiiro. So you'll probably get that Paradigm video tomorrow. All right, guys, so we got old Stumpy all focused in here. We got paper. I love paper. Let's put this over there. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Now the studio's big, I can throw it either way and it's going to be fine. Okay, so taking a look at our little receipt here. It looks like we've got the Aiiro Pack Gel Trainers, and we've got the Aiiro and 2020 Duo. Oh, I know what that is. All right, if you guys haven't seen the Aiiro 2020, if you've heard of the Kember, it's basically, it's kind of like a Derringer 2-shot, 68 caliber, high-powered pepperball gun. They're specifically designed for pepperballs. And I can't wait to see this. This is going to be awesome. But all right, let's see what's in this box right here. You know what, let me get all these out of here, because there's a big package in the bottom of this. There we go. Golly, it's kind of heavy, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, off goes the box. Okay, in our first box here, we've got our trainers for the Aiiro. Now, these are the ones that they say are more powerful. And I think I've got, let's see here, one of the trainers that we can compare side by side. Guys, if you've never seen an Aiiro, look at this. And I'm sure there may be one in that box, but I just want to show you this. The packaging on it is absolutely insanely good. But cracking her open, there you go. That's the Aiiro. As you can see, it kind of looks like a Star Trek phaser. Very, very cool. Or a remote control or something along those lines. But this is the actual pepper gel that you do not want to actually fire at anybody. But what I've been told is the trainer has been changed in some way. I don't know what, we're going to find out together. So, and I don't even know if there is an Aiiro in that box. Hopefully there is, but if there isn't, we certainly have a couple of them over here to use. So, all right, let's go there. Let's see what is actually in this box. So we got our two trainers there. Oh, I just love mystery bags. So yeah, it's funny because every time I get one of these, I never know what I'm going to get. You guys find out at the same time I do. Oh, on that note, I got something else to tell you about too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. This feels like... All right, guys. That is a very cool box. 2020 by... Oh, check it out. Pepperball. Yeah, here, shop.aiiro.us. Guys, I'll have links to these guys down there, but odds are if you're on my channel, they're probably pushing ads through YouTube already, and you've already seen them. So, but yeah, I will have links to them too there. So as you can see, there's the Aiiro. Cartridge safe. It's charging port. Charging port? Cool. Yeah, we got the stun light 600 lumen LED, which I do like, by the way, guys. Having a light on the end of anything that's even a gel launcher or a spray launcher, or certainly one of these, is fantastic because it does give you that little bit of tactical advantage when you blind the target. Pretty cool. So you have a laser sight also. Sweet. And as you can see, dual action trigger. So you got 2-shot action, delivers 2 rounds. Now, I don't know what that means. We're going to find out. All right, cracking her open. Oh, it's a big box. Oh, look at this. In the box, you also get a couple of targets. But we'll be using our own targets for this. No, it will not be Luke. Stop it. That's just me. But we are. Okay, and we'll pick a Scully here. We'll do, how about several dented Scully that took a couple of CL rounds. Yeah, that'll be kind of cool. So, okay, unzipping her. Let's see what we got. All right, guys. Oh, wow. Check it out. Guys, that is really heavy. And I mean like really heavy. So as you can see, we've actually got the Hero Aiiro, and that has changed. I don't know if it's just a color thing. We'll compare them side by side in a second. We've actually got a trainer here. This is the Hero 2020. This is the powder ball trainer. This entire thing is a cartridge, and we're going to get to that here in just a second. And then up here in the top, it appears we've got reloads like crazy, guys. Look at this. So you've got an extra, you've got 2 of what appears to be the live cartridges. Yep, those are the active pepperballs, okay? And then you've got what looks like another one of the trainers. And as you can see in there, guys, it looks like that's looks like a chalk ball of some kind. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and by the way, if you look at the back of that, guys, you see how you've actually got a cartridge. These are propelled by what looks kind of like a, I mean, I don't think that's a burst disc. I need to look into the propellant on these to see what they actually are, but I'm kind of curious about that myself. So, all right, and as you can see, these are the lives. They're on little bags, I guess in case they leak. You don't want that stuff on you, that's for sure. And you get another trainer. Okay, so we've got, in total, 4 trainers. So we should be able to check this out with the 2, and we'll know what we're going to get out of it. So, all right, let me get this in here. You also get the manual. All right, there's the user guide for the Aiiro. And you get the user guide for the actual, what are we going to call that? I guess just call it the Hero 2020 because it's kind of a Derringer-ish launcher. But yeah, all right. And you get a little carry bag in here too. Check it out, little carbon carry bag. And I believe you actually get that in those too, which is pretty cool. So, all right, other than that, you get your little warning about California residents. Notice, I'm gonna read this to you guys because everybody is always asking me about California. All right, let me read this to you. Warning, the use of this substance or device for any purpose other than self-defense is a crime under the law. The contents are dangerous. Use with care. Illegal use of this product is punishable by imprisonment, fine, or both in the state of California. I did not think this was going to be legal in California. I'm not going to lie to you guys because I'd say 90% of it, you cannot use pepper rounds. So the fact that it is actually kind of cool. But that is, oh, wait, there's another one on the back. New York. Exact same thing. It says here, the contents are dangerous. Use with care. Should not be sold to anyone other than a licensed and authorized dealer or by anyone. Possession of this device by any person under the age of 18 or, oh, this is a big one, guys. Listen up. Possession of this device by any person under the age of 18 or by anyone who has been convicted of a felony or assault is illegal. That verifies exactly what I was saying about the propulsion on this. Now, if you guys will remember on the JPX Firestorm over here, that actually uses the same thing. It's a percussion cap, so when it hits it, you can actually smell kind of like a gunpowder. It's just a cap. There's no powder in it or anything, but since it's got that cap, it puts them into the same category as a firearm as far as the law is concerned for felons. Now, for everybody else, they're not firearms. They're not classified as firearms anywhere else, but for felons, apparently they are. Now, this only says New York. I do not know if this varies from state to state. Please check your local area and make sure. But, all right, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're obviously not going to be firing those because that would be rude. We are going to be firing the test one. Actually, you know what? I'll put this back in here because we have a test one over here. And we are going to be firing these, the balls that come with them. All right, let's get this out and take a look at it. Now, this is the new model of the Aiiro. And just so we can put them side by side, I don't know if they offer multiple colors or anything like that, but as you can see, this one is black, and this is the one that was in the little package. This one is the one that you just got right there, okay? Other than that, slide over, lock. That's your alarm. Hit it, turns off the alarm. So, top button is your alarm. Got that? Now, from there, you've got your left and right fire button to fire whichever cylinder you're actually going to be firing on this thing. And that's really all there is to it. So, when you slide this up, it locks into place, as you can see. So, it's not going to come undone or, you know, like blow up in your pocket or anything like that. But to release it, pull this in, slide back. Now, naturally, your thumb is in a position. If you slide and hit it, you're going to hit that button naturally. Okay? Just like that. It's really simple. Now, to load this, and we'll go through this together here, guys, so you can see it. On the front here, you've got like a little clip right there. You pull that clip down, it'll open up the entire unit, just like that. You take your firing. Now, here's the kick, guys. You have to remove this little red cartridge thing right here. Just pull it straight down and slide it out. Very simple, okay? Then from there, once you've got that little pin thing removed right there, guys, as you can see, if you look at the top of this, you can see you've got these little red bars. On the bottom, it's kind of open, right? See how this is curved down? So the curved down part goes down into the Aiiro like that, set it into place, and then close this up. All right, once you got it all closed up, at that point, make sure you're completely locked at the front. You hear that snap? And now you're ready to go. So in order to fire this thing, slide back. Either one of those buttons is going to fire it. This is your safety right here, having this on, okay? So this one is ready to go, ready for the field. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Aiiro 2020. Golly, guys, that is a lot more buff and bulky than it looks on this camera. And I mean that, you know what? Let's get a comparison. All right. If you look at this side by side, guys, it is pretty close to the same size as the carry. See that? In fact, real close to the same size. As far as width, almost exactly the same width. You get the idea? And its weight, it's got some heft to it. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not as heavy as carry, but it does have some weight to it. So it's a little bit interesting as far as, hang on, I'll show you here. The way the trigger works in this thing, I'm going to go ahead and remove this rubber band here. All right, get that out of the way. There we go. By the way, guys, there is a video guide here. So from the practice trigger without a cartridge, you can start there, pull back, mid-pull to click, all the way back to fire. Okay, everybody got that? There is actually a video guide on here too. It's very basic. There's not anything to this thing. There really isn't. So from here, you've got fire and safety. As you can see, right now, if this is up, you are unsafe. Pull this down. When you pull it down, it engages the light and the laser. There you go. Hopefully you guys are able to see that on my hand right there. And it is a very good laser, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. You can see quite well with that thing. So now we're going to put it back on safety. This is where it gets a little interesting, how this thing actually is held. So as far as how to hold this, it's kind of unique, guys, and I'll show you why. So what you're actually supposed to do is, okay, this is where I'm going to say that you're going to have to find the way to hold this as comfortable for your hand, depending on how tall, how big your hands are, what your grip is, and all that kind of stuff. Now, in the book, it says you want your pinky and the small finger here, and then you want this is your hold. Okay, everybody see how I've got that? So basically, it's being pulled by these two. Now, for me personally, I would go with the two middle fingers, okay? Two middle fingers there. That way, you've got one brace under it, and then you've got one finger in front of it. See how that looks? This, to me, is much more comfortable on this. I mean, it actually feels kind of natural like that, okay? So in this case, you need to find what's going to work best for you as far as how to set it up and where you want it. Now, the propellant on these, I know for a fact, is nitrogen. What I don't know is if they are classifying them with a burst, if it's using like a nitrogen burst disc, or if you're actually using any kind of a powder. We're going to find out when we fire it, because we'll be able to smell it pretty clearly. So, all right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to go out here to the range. I'm going to set Scully up optimally 12 to 15 feet. You're using a spray, right? With the spray. And with these, we can go a little bit further. I believe these are firing at 175 feet per second. I don't know what the rate of the round is, though, because I can't weigh it because it is encased in there. So we're going to just fire it and see what it actually does. I don't know if it's going to fire 1 if it's going to fire one per pull. I don't know if it's going to fire them both at once. We're all going to find out together, and that's the fun of this, I'll tell you. So here we go, out to the range. All right, guys, so we're going to test out the Aiiro Arrow first. Now, we are calling this affectionately the demon corner. This is the dead corner that we use for building stuff and all that down here at the field. But as you can see, we got a perpetrator over here, and he's looking pretty mean. I mean, he's actually looking at us, and we got a Aiiro Arrow. So we're going to see what this actually does to him. Now, they say effective range 12 to 15 feet. Let's test it at 15. By the way, Luke, if you can hear me, and I know you can, there's too many BBs on this floor. It's like skating over here. So, all right, he's there. We're going to take back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 feet right here, okay? I want to move the camera up on him, though, so you guys can see exactly what we get when this fires. I do not know, and I'm trying not to hit the camera, because I really don't know what the spread on this is. We're going to find out. All right, I'm backing up here. All right, here we go. I am aiming now, but just so you guys can hear, here's the alarm. All right, I am firing round 1. I am firing round 2. What do you think?
Not bad.
That's pretty good coverage. Now, guys, that powder smell that we get with the JK's Firestorm is not present. So, nitrogen. All right, look at this. Look at him, guys. You think there's any way you did not get a hit on a mucus membrane from that range? I don't think there is. Now, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to try, let me, we're going to reload this. I'm going to have Luke reload it because he hasn't even seen it yet. Come over here, Luke. All right, here you go, man. We're going to have you reload this thing. And the way you do it is actually pretty simple. On the front, you got a clip right here. Lift up on that clip and pull this direction. The whole thing will fold open.
Star Trek phaser.
Star Trek phaser, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
That's actually what this looks like, though, Star Trek phaser.
Yeah, I know. When I first did the video, that's what I said. It looked like a Star Trek phaser. Yep, just pull that whole unit out. Yep. Now you want to take that red cap off the top of that. By the way, guys, look here. Empty, full. See the difference? All right, so take the red cap and just pull straight off the top.
Okay. Pop it off.
Yep, straight up. I know, I had to figure that one, or, yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, round side down.
Okay.
Yep, seal her up. All right, and make sure you clipped all the way down. There you go. All right, so it's really cool. So slide here to unlock. Top button is your alarm. Left, fire right. Pretty loud, right? Very loud. All right, so he is going to take a shot.
My Star Trek phaser.
With your Star Trek phaser. Here we go. Let's see if you can give Scully a little more blue speckles.
Oh,
He aimed high.
I am way too high.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I need to work on my Star Trek phaser firing. I'm sorry.
Scully has gone Smurf. He's all blue now.
This is so cool. Okay.
Right, and it's quiet. It's super. How heavy is that thing? It's super light, right?
It's literally nothing. Yeah.
Literally nothing. All right, now since we've already tested this thing, let's go ahead and move on to the bigger boy. Now, this is what the reload looks like. This now, guys, we did not actually show you how to reload this in there, but I'm going to show you this now so you'll know. So, in my pocket, I've got our Aiiro. If you look on the Aiiro here, guys, there's two things. There's a little lever right there. You see that little lever right there? If you hit that little lever, pull it down, the whole thing slides open and just comes right off. It's that easy to reload your new cartridges, which I think is actually really, really cool. Also, the the alarm on that one, on the Aiiro, is driven by batteries. But on this one, if you look at the back, you actually have a micro USB port to recharge it. That's because when you take this off the safety and put it onto fire, you are engaging both the light and the laser at the same time. So, we're going to do the same thing. We've got our same distance here, so we're going to stay at our, I'm slipping like crazy. This is one step right there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're back behind it here. Now I'm going to put my hand up here, guys, so you can see it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this thing on fire. And as you can see, it engages the laser and the light. Let's see how accurate it is at this range. So we're going to, oh, and by the way, guys, I did figure this out. For me personally, and this could vary for you, I go with the 2 middle fingers because this is a much more natural firing position for me than this, which is what they actually have in the picture. So that's what I like to do. That's what I would do. Give it a shot. All right, we're going to give it a shot right now, right in his forehead. Whoa, that's a cloud.
That is a cloud.
That's actually a cloud, and it's lingering. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Let's try it again.
Oh,
whoa.
Scully.
Okay, that one smacked Scully. So, guys, one thing I'm noticing about that trigger, we're going to test that here in a second. Depending on where you pull it on the trigger, does seem to affect which round is firing, which is actually kind of interesting. So, I'm going to have Luke try it here in just a second, and we'll have him pull the first one on the top and then pull the second one on the bottom. We'll see how that works. But as you can see, put her back on safety here, guys. There you go, just so you can see it. We'll slide this down. No, we won't. We'll have Luke reload. That'll be fun. And we did pick Scully right in the forehead. We did dent Scully's forehead. Oh my gosh, that blue stuff is nasty, guys. Yeah, that's gross. Ooh. Yeah, we did it right between the eyes, guys. Look at that. Right between the eyes. I'll bring you up here and show it to you in just a second. But yeah, right between the eyes. This is some slick stuff. All right.
Wow, that was fast.
So go ahead, Luke. Let's reload that one.
All right,
Attempt to reload it here.
Attempting reload.
All right.
Slide forward.
Yep.
That's pretty easy.
New one. I know, it's super simple.
How much are these?
You know, I don't know. I actually really don't know.
Okay, fair.
And I know it's a whole kit, so
Does it just slide straight on?
straight on. Yeah, you see this practice.
Do I need to hold the lever down?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Let it go. There you go.
Okay.
You back on?
Yeah.
All right,
Still
now,
unsafe.
it's still unsafe. When you rotate this to fire, it's going to engage laser and light.
Got it.
All right, let's see what you got.
Okay. And then they said to fire like this?
That's what they say in the picture.
One-handed or two-handed?
Well, it shows two-handed for support. Okay.
That's pretty good.
You know what? Let me.
Hit him while he's
Oh, you hit him while he was down.
Hit him while he-
Now, on the second round, did you notice it was a pull on the bottom of the trigger?
Yes, it wasn't pull on the bottom.
Okay, so first one on the top, second one on the bottom. And Scully is officially down. Here, grab Scully. Let's see what that looks like here.
I am good at navigating BBs, all right? I'm good at navigating.
Yeah, this is dangerous stuff here.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
Poor guy.
that is where we hit him the first time. That's where we hit him the second time. That is supposed to like break open, so you guys can see that just like lodged in there.
For
So-
reference, this is the CL. Anyways,
Yeah, and you can see that it actually penetrated in there. That's awesome. That's actually better than I expected. All right, back in the studio, let's talk about it. So what do we think of the Aiiro 2020 and the Aiiro? Now the Aiiro we had done before. The Aiiro 2020, that's my first time. Guys, that intuitive trigger it's hard to explain how neat that is, because normally you would think to fire a top barrel and a bottom barrel separately, you'd either have to pull once, release, pull again. But the way that it kind of rocks top barrel bottom is really, really, really cool. It's a little blocky for my taste. Just, I gotta say, it is a little blocky, but once you get used to it, it's very comfortable to hold. The two fingers in the middle, guys, this is definitely the method of using this, at least for somebody my size. Two fingers in the middle like that. But it's perfect as far as stick it in your pocket. There you go. It's gone, right? You're gonna have to have a holster for it. Just stick it in your pocket and take it with you. That's one thing I do really do like about this thing. So then pull it out, engage, go to town, just like that. This is actually really neat. Since the first time we actually got to see one of these on here, I've seen videos of people firing these over and over. I did not expect the denting or the penetration on Scully that we actually saw, but as you can see, it was hitting with some velocity, and we were shooting at right around 12 feet there, 12 to 15 on the high side, because that's exactly what the guide was saying there. Now, the guide specifically tells you guys, don't aim for the face. It specifically tells you aim center mass because it's a better and easier target to hit. And that's like any other launcher, especially if you're firing pepper rounds. Don't try to, ninja this thing and go for a bullseye shot like Clint Eastwood right between the eyes, because if you're in a situation where you're freaking out, that's not one of those things you're going to be able to draw down and aim. So aim center mass and just pull the trigger. That's what you're looking for. But as you can see, Scully has gone blue, doody, doody, doody. I'm not, we are definitely not getting demonetized on music. Yeah, but Scully has gone blue. You cannot miss with this. It's kind of like the JPX guys. You've seen them in action. If you're firing these things on the inside of 20 feet, you cannot miss, period. I don't care how bad of a shot you are. So we were talking about doing a series here shortly about the easiest to use launchers if you're a terrible shot, okay? Something like the stick shot or the pin shot probably wouldn't be for you because you have to aim right down it. Something like this, and definitely something like this, would definitely be for you. because if you're the worst shot on earth, you're still going to hit your target. That's really, really cool. Not to mention, I do kind of like gel. Gel is sticky and nasty, doesn't come off anything. As you can see, my hands are blue. Luke is blue.
The mat is blue.
The mat, did you blue my mat? He blued my mat. So now my mat is blue. Guess we're just going to be blue. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow night, the Paradigm video that we've been waiting on, along with an announcement from Paradigm. I'm waiting for one other announcement from Humorex. I will say the name, even though I know you guys know what I'm talking about. That will be coming shortly. So, yeah, stay tuned on that one. Have a fantastic night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.